Back here in Bolivia. Yeah, Bolivia. Bolivia is playing. Bolivia versus Costa Rica. We're back in Guatemala City. Gary Mazeroff with Gustavo Farel. What's your pulse on this match, Gustavo?
Well, I have to say the Bolivian team is going to be the favored team here. These players, particularly the left side player, has a lot of experience. And
Barrios and Mita.
Barrios has played a lot in adult tournaments.
And don't count Ferrer and Ortiz out. These ladies have been on this world stage for quite a few years. Now they're playing in a different division. Now it's the old adult division. They're 21 and under. That's for our viewing audience, those that do not know. This is the first year that 21 is now considered as a junior category.
So did they come back to be juniors? Is that what you're saying, Gary?
Yes. Barrios has. I think Ferrer has. So we have the referee, Senor Gonzalez, also known as his stage name, Tuki Kravitz, from San Luis Potosí in Mexico. So he's going through the pre-match orientation with the four young ladies. This should be a good match. 3 out of 5. First to 11 win by 2. And as you said in an earlier broadcast, the longest match or game we've had thus far in the 4 days has been how many points?
1917. That could go all the way to, I think our scorecard only goes up to around 17 or 18. But we're
ready to go, Alexis. We're ready to go. So the toss of the coin, the team that wins has his or her choice.
I do have to agree with you. Ortiz, I was not aware that was the opposing.
Yeah.
She's very strong as well, has been playing quite a while, so I think she's also come back to the juniors.
Yeah, she's been living in the States for the last couple years and has been camera shy from national competition. At least last year she was in this event. So we're about to start, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the IRF Network. Gary, Gustavo, and Alexis here in La Capital, Guatemala City, at the Domo de Racquetball. We'll serve again.
I believe the referee had not called the score yet.
0-0, game 1. Rally scoring.
There we go.
Tuki Kravitz. Oh, nice. Ortiz.
Ouch.
Nothing more. A statement by Ortiz. 1-0. Oh, wants that one back.
Ortiz definitely the stronger of the two players on the Costa Rican team. More experienced, more powerful.
Miss hit by Mita, so it's 2-1 Costa Rica early in game 1. So overall, what's your pulse on rally scoring? You think it's been favorable for most of these players?
Most definitely. For the players, for the fans, for anybody that's looking to get involved with racquetball, it really makes it very exciting for everyone. Keeps
I agree with you.
all
Skip
in
ball.
the game.
Early lead for Costa Rica. Coached by Los Gemelos, the twins. So there's a case where Mita forgot the fact that it's rally scoring. She's coming in to serve. get a point and earn the serve. Double entendre, if you will.
It does take a little getting used to. That's for sure. Second serve there.
I think as we get a little bit later in the week, we're going to get more tie breaks. We haven't had many thus far. Oh, error. So it's a handout and a point for the receiving team. That's a gift.
Can't make those mistakes in rally scoring.
Especially with the Pan Am Championship title holder, Barrios, from Santa Cruz de la Sierra in Bolivia.
Most of the game has been played to the right side, away from Barrios.
You see Barrios taking over. By all rights, she should. She has the talent, the skill set. Early game 1, 3-5. 5-3, I should say. Ferrer. Just getting caught on her heels there, Gustavo.
You're exactly right. Barrios is now taking over.
So Bolivia comes in to serve 4-5, 1 point deficit. And tied up now. We'll see if Ortiz starts to take over their team as well. Back up top. Oh, miss hit. Skip into the floor, point Bolivia. So now they have their first lead of the game.
You got to be a little tense coming in here. I'm sure they're going to get a lot more relaxed as they get into the game. They're on camera, show court.
The world is watching, literally. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. There it is. That's what we're talking about, taking the ball out of the air or off the short hop. Even if you don't score that point, you're keeping the pressure on your opponent. There it is.
Yeah. Very confident backhand by Barrios.
7-5, Bolivia ahead. Game 1. Keeps pounding that drive serve right, putting the pressure on Ferrer, Costa Rica young lady.
198 athletes in this tournament.
That's impressive. I think it's the biggest since we had 320 in Los Angeles 10 years ago. Another point, right side. See if they call a timeout. And the answer is no. Each team, is, as Gustavo said, you get one minute timeout per game. Oh. Unforced error there. Probably lost it off the glass.
Not just the rally scoring, but the timeouts, the appeals, all that has helped make the game more exciting, faster.
Yeah. More engagement. I agree with you. You and I have discussed this, that racquetball rules across the board in a short period of time will probably be uniform. So she held up. Let's see what the call is. Avoidable hinder. No. Dead ball hinder. What did he call?
Repeat. Call remains. There's no one to appeal to but the other team.
Long ball. For those new to the game, Usually each player is entitled to 2 serves unless they really make a mistake. So that's a false serve like tennis. They get a second chance. And Barrios puts it away. 2 points from winning game 1, 9-6.
Stayed on the ball, didn't let the glass bother her in the least. Nicely done.
Speaking of the ball, Gustavo, thank you to Gearbox, the official ball. Gearbox Black of the IRF. Back up top, Ortiz. Great shot.
And thank you, Joel and Rafael, for our fantastic uniforms for the referees. We
Absolutely.
really appreciate that.
So a gift for Ortiz and Freire, 7-9. Game 1. Oh my. Mistake. Make up your mind. Stick with it. Meanwhile, 1 point deficit in favor of Bolivia.
She lost it on the glass again.
She was going to cut it off, take it out of the, hit a ceiling ball.
Smooth. Barrios.
Great athlete, great court presence. 22, 23 years of age. One of the top players on the ladies tour. Ball live, left side, wide angle. So we were talking about taking over. He's going to call a visual hinder. Good call. So reverts back to first serve. Ricardo Gonzalez, stage name Tuki Kravitz. There aren't many people in racquetball that have a stage name, Gustavo.
There's a few. Fabian Torres, Potro.
Potro, yeah. Potro squared. Welcome our viewing audience. Welcome all the first timers here at the Junior Worlds. Oh, that was great. That was great. Barrios puts it away with a right side pass.
The young lady on the right side didn't even see it coming.
No clue.
No clue.
None.
Yeah, right
None.
down the line.
So
didn't even hit it hard.
We're going to stay here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Literally people from all over the world. Send your questions and your comments to Alexis. Send your questions and comments to Alexis, and we'll do everything we can to get you a response quickly. So here we are, Gustavo, 33rd edition of the Junior World Championships under the IRF banner. IRF, for those that don't know, International Racquetball Federation. 1981, World Games 1981, World Championships. We had World Games again, first time this year in July since 81 in the States in Alabama. Next World Games, and you and I were likely, we will likely be there, we'll be in China, 2025.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I look forward to that.
Yeah. And next year, assuming everything goes according to Hoyle, we'll be in Santiago de Chile and Temuco, Chile. Temuco first in first part of April, Easter week, for the Pan Am Championships. And then late October, early November for the Pan Am Games, racquetball being one of about 40 disciplines.
Look forward to that. Hopefully that does work out for Temuco. The qualifying for the Pan American Games will actually take place in the tournament we have in Temuco, if it takes place in Temuco in the early April time period.
Lovely, lovely city, lovely city. So here in Guatemala City, speaking of lovely cities, the capital, about 1 million people in the city and 6 to 8 million in the metro area. Game 2, Costa Rica serving to Bolivia. Bolivia won the first one, 11-8. So safety hold up. Let's see what the call is.
She didn't swing. I believe she's given her a point. Yep.
So point awarded. One option from the ref. So next time she swings, guess what? Somebody's going to get clipped. Safety is the number one concern on the court, folks. So I'm not convinced that, especially for the first point, that's the first time it happened, I would award a safety holdup, but he did not.
And that, again, I'm surprised she didn't swing. She did hold up, which was the right thing for her to do, and she got the avoidable call. But I do agree with you. That first serve was the right thing to do, was to not swing.
So it's 1-1.
Maybe not the avoidable, but she should have gotten at least a replay.
Yes, sir. Up top. Oh, unforced error, Barrios. She wants that one back. So not only is it a handout, but she gives a point up to her opponent. Ill-advised shot.
It's one of the things in rally scoring that was hard to get adjusted to, was that you were getting a point and you were still remaining in the service box as a team.
Great inning for the receiving team, Costa Rica. Hand out and side out and 2 points here. So now they come in to serve 3-1 in their favor. So she had been going with those drive Zs left. Now she goes straight right into the corner and handcuffed to the opponent.
Came right into her body.
There it is.
And
there you have it. Avoidable hinder.
And she was told to swing, and she did, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the liabilities of serving to your partner's side. (4-2). Ball hit the frame on that serve, so it's second serve.
Short hop.
Mita, Bolivia.
Mita with an M?
M-A.
Mita.
Mita. Long line of Mitas in Bolivia. As Barrios will be playing with her brother in mixed. Oh my. Unfortunate there. I want to thank Cheryl Kirk for her blog number 5, Gustavo, and wishing my wife Jennifer a happy birthday today. Point for Costa Rica and a handout.
Happy birthday, Jenny, if you're listening. Good to be down here with Gary. I'm keeping an eye on him.
I don't think she's listening. I think she's shopping. Oh, nice. So we were talking about taking the ball early. She took it off the fly and rolled it left corner.
She does that well.
Empate 5 iguales. So Barrios serving from Bolivia. 5-5, game 2. Short ball.
Was called short.
Great feed here. Thank you, Pablo. Thank you, Alexis. Set up, Ortiz. Wide angle. Excuse me, I'll take over, says Ortiz. So her third opportunity, she put it away in the right corner. Remember, folks, doubles is communication. It could be 50-50 or 90-10. As long as you're successful and your partner knows what you're doing, that's fine. Great serve. Ortiz wants that. Comes right into her forehand, but her partner interrupted.
A lot of times you just react to the ball and don't have time to think it through.
Overhit. 3-wall serve is a long serve. It's a fault. Second serve. On the serve after the front, ball may strike either side wall, but not both of them. Barrios. Just, again, caught on her heels. Because that ball was up.
She has a nice change-up in her strokes. Hard, medium, soft.
Unfortunate. Much to her chagrin, much to the joy of Team Costa Rica. So it's tied at 7. We were tied at 5, 6, now 7. As Gustavo said earlier, if it's tied at 10, we go to 12. Oh, that's nice. Talk about change of pace. Like a glove. Like a glove.
I think she's added that to her game because I don't remember. She used to be all power. Not sure who she's being coached by, but nicely done.
I'm not sure either. Maybe it's Supermercado. For those of you that don't know him, from Cochabamba, Felipe Mercado puts it into the floor, or perhaps Tapia Jr. on Carlos.
Saying about the doubles, 50-50, 90-10, that's so true, but a good doubles team is usually closer to the 50-50.
Accurate statement, my friend. Costa Rica serving 8, Bolivia 9. Game 2, overhitting again. Let's see if she goes with that high Z lob. And she does. Coming close to that receiving line. No call by our professional official, Tuki Kravitz. So, game point number 1 here in game 2 for Bolivia. Mita, M-I-T-A, serving. Set up. Ball live. Ferrer. Mita, Ortiz. Game 2 has been completed, folks. You're watching Racquetball Junior Championships at its finest here in Guatemala, and we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Who passes the flag to William Bell.
We're back. Gustavo, first 2 games in favor of Bolivia, 11-8, 11-8. What do the gemelos, the twins, the coaches say to Ortiz and Ferrer?
You got to keep the ball away from Barrios and try to keep her out of the play and going over and covering the right side as well. Let Ortiz hit some more shots in the front court. Barrios can't cover the entire court.
And if Ortiz is going to serve right side, let Ferrer know it so she doesn't get in the way and become the proverbial dartboard. Here we are, folks, game number 3. 2-0 in favor of Bolivia. Oh.
Nice try.
Great side, great shot right side, that pass. A good start for Team Costa Rica.
Also think that Ortiz has got to take a little more charge of the. We're having a equipment timeout, 30 seconds to change a racket. Looks like it broke.
Yeah, so let's talk about the difference, some of the differences between U.S. and international rules. If that were in the U.S. or playing under U.S. rules, it would be an assessed timeout to the team that had to change the racket, unless they had used all of their allotted timeouts. Here it's a referee timeout. As you said, 30 seconds to replace the racket.
And not allowed to talk to their coaches. The other team cannot come out of the court either. It's just grab a racket and go.
Well put. So 1-0 Ortiz serving Costa Rica.
That was Ortiz forehand again.
Got away with it. Yeah, it's communication. And perhaps Ferrer hasn't played a lot of doubles on the international stage, or just in general. You got to know what your skill set is and your opponent or your partner. That was a great serve. There it is. So she's hitting the forehand, driving a jam in the middle, precluding Barrios from taking it, and her partner, Mita, has to take it, hit a weak return. There it is again. There it is, a weak return. So she held up. Let's see the call. Vuelve, return, repeat. First serve. 3-0. There it is. Good start, Team Costa Rica, Gustavo.
I think Barrios had a better angle on that return, but.
Well, as you said, people get antsy, they get excited, and they want to do, in this case, too much. Replay. You have to give access to both players in doubles, access to the ball. So she held up. Avoidable hinder. Safety's number 1 on the court. There we talked about your partner needs to know what you're doing on that serve.
Not understanding why she's serving over there. Not at all.
She was successful earlier with that jam. And I don't know, maybe her coach told her to do it. Lost it off the glass again.
Yeah.
5-1, tercer set, third game. 33rd edition of the IRF Junior Worlds. Ortiz, backhand. Should be a visual hinder on it, called. Oh my. Unfortunate there, Gustavo.
I would agree with you. I think that should have been a hinder. She didn't have a chance to see the ball before it hit her.
6-1.
But the call stands. We have one referee, one decision.
Replay. Ferrer, same serve, drive right, or Z ending up to the right. That's the Z. Good serve.
Nicely done by Ortiz. Drove it right back at Barrios, but very low, irretrievable.
Costa Rica on Arroyo here. 7-1. Is it time for Bolivia to call a timeout? Avoidable hinder. Yep. That's called a bloqueo, a block. She was right in the way for that ball to go directly to the front wall. So there's the timeout, Gustavo.
Yeah, that was the right time to do that.
So we're going to stay put here, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the IRF Network, Facebook, YouTube. We're here at the 33rd edition of the International Racquetball Federation Junior World Championships. So a few changes of positions here. Sandy Rios and Tim Baghurst, two of the broadcasters for the Ladies Professional Tour, are now two of the U.S. team coaches.
I didn't realize Sandy was a broadcaster.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
So Tim is the head coach, Sandy one of the 4 assistants. It's fascinating here.
Brought close to 30, is it 28 or so players that they brought, the U.S.?
U.S. 28 players.
Yeah.
Bolivia and Mexico, I believe, have over 30.
Over 30, yep.
Speaking of Bolivia, they're serving. Came in to serve, first server, 2-7. Game 3. They have a 2-0 lead. First to win 3 sets wins the match. Ortiz down that right side wallpaper, no response.
And that's what I was saying between the second and third games here, that Ortiz had to step it up, and she is, and she's starting to do that. And both times she's gone over to the right side, she's driven it right down the right side wall.
Barrios serving, down 2-8. 2-9, now 3-9. 3-9. Thank you. That's a great serve along that glass. You have the glass, you have spectators moving around. It's tough to pick that ball up. 4-9. Oh, got a break on that. That's not what she wants to do on that serve. She wants to get it in the middle, but she wants to handcuff her along that wall. She gave Ferrer an opportunity, but she didn't take care of it.
Repeat. The fact we're sitting where we are, we're preventing people from walking along the side here, which actually helps the players.
Absolutely.
That was a great decision to put this desk here.
Oh, nice statement. Backhand Ortiz. Game point number 1 coming in to serve, 10-5. If they close it out, we'll have a 4th game. Great serve, weak return. Mita over there, fist pump. Not on my watch, she says. Ferrer. La Capital, San Jose in Costa Rica. That's her residence. Overhit Z, second serve. So see if she goes with that high Z lob. The answer is yes. Barrios, put her away.
Too much court.
Inching back here, 7-10. If they tie it up at 10, it'll go to 12, at least. Oh my. Costa Rica 11, Bolivia 7 in game 3. When we return in 2 minutes, it'll be game 4, Bolivia ahead 2-1. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Gary Mazeroff, Gustavo Farel. Alexis is off camera. You're watching Team Costa Rica. Ortiz on the left, Ferrer on the right. Against Team Bolivia, Barrios on the left and Mita on the right. First two games captured by Bolivia. Game 3 by Costa Rica. Costa Rica will serve this game. They're down 1-2. Girls 21 and under doubles. Good hands by Ferrer. Z-ball, great shot. Wide angle pass came off the back, but it handcuffed the Bolivian lady. It's a good start.
And I think they're going to do the exact same thing they did last time. Let Ortiz take a few more of the shots, getting more on the right side and most of the court coverage. That worked out well, jamming the ball over to the right side, like you said, to Mita. She's having trouble with that.
But have a cue so your partner knows what's happening. And so she can get out of that service doubles box early. She did that time, but, well, she kept it in play. Unfortunate there. Ortiz was there. She anticipated that angle, but her partner mishit it. Coming in to serve, Mita from Bolivia, 1-2.
Nicely done. Reverse pinch. Ferrer was behind her, didn't stand a chance.
Mita, indecisive, Gustavo.
Yeah, she's struggling with that ball coming at her body.
2-3, game number 4. Barrios serving, Ortiz, miscommunication.
Can't say enough about this rally scoring, how it's just done wonders for the game, for the players, the intensity of the matches, the interest of the fans.
So that ball cleared out of the court. The glass is 12 feet high, maybe a couple inches. Anything above that red line is out. That ball did clear out of bounds, so directly it's a loss of rally and point, for not a loss of point, but a point gain for the receiving team. Costa Rica serving. 4-3. Barrios got caught along that wall. That's a no-no, folks. When you're playing doubles, give yourself room, move into the middle, away from that wall. 4-4 coming in to serve, Mita from Bolivia. I'm not sure why she went up top, but I'm not her coach either. Oh, skipped it in.
You saw how Ortiz went over to the right side to cover, and then immediately Barrios pinched it, but Ortiz was fast enough and it wasn't low enough. She was able to get it on the left side, but it's hard to cover that entire court.
Good point. Mita serving. Another point, Gustavo, forging ahead here. Down 2-4, now it's 6-4 in their favor. Next up, folks, will be boys 21 and under doubles, USA, Bolivia. Please stay tuned. Racquetball at its finest, world class. Setup. Oh, wow. Unfortunate there.
Against the wall, we talked about today, should have carried it.
Usually the wall wins. Barrios, jam serve. Set up, backhand. Handcuffed her opponent, point.
Very calm, Barrios, in her demeanor. I think she always is, though, her style of play.
I saw her a little more animated in Santa Cruz because that was her hometown, and she ended up a lot of pressure for her to win, and she did. But as you say, very calm and collected, incredible skill set.
She likes to use her backhand. I noticed that. She really likes to use that backhand, even in the middle court.
Short serve. Short serve is a fault serve, second serve. Ball must clear that middle line, which is called the short line, after hitting the front wall and either side wall. So side out, point for Costa Rica. 6-8 coming in. Maricruz Ortiz. Ten seconds to be ready. She puts her racket down. Now the server must initiate the serve. Oh, not ready. She's getting caught again. So a couple things. One, not getting out of that doubles box early enough. Number two, facing the front wall, not getting a reflection of what's going on the court. So she gets trapped.
Both right side players have had that problem.
That's better. Oh, ball live. Z ball, nope. Vuelta, replay. First serve. Dead ball hinder in the rally nullifies a previous fault serve. There's a Z. Oh, right idea, but not the execution. Seven, 9, game 4. Great serve. Winner. Let's see if she can do it another time. Big serve here, Gustavo. Yeah.
Nicely done. You could see where she was going to hit it, and she did.
Didn't matter. Bottom line economics, put it away. So match point number 1, Bolivia. Barrios deep court up top. Barrios again. Puts it away with the forehand. Right corner. Costa Rica, young ladies. 3-1. We're here in Guatemala. Gary with Gustavo and Alexis. Next up will be boys 21 and under doubles. USA and Bolivia. Your thoughts on this match, Gustavo?
When it started, I had indicated Barrios was going to lead the charge for Bolivia, and she certainly did. Ortiz, for her team, Costa Rica held their own. I think they both played to the level they're capable of playing. And in this case, Bolivia prevailed.
And if things go away, the odds are Bolivia and Mexico are likely to meet in the final, not only in this division, but multiple divisions in this championships. Yeah.
I agree with you, Gary.
So we'll be back, folks. Thank you for tuning in, the IRF Network, Facebook, and YouTube. We will sign off for a moment, and we'll be back for the boys doubles 21 and under.